The rivalry with you and Paul Slowinski is something you're both probably sick of talking about, but it's the two elite big men in the industry. I think it's refreshing the fact that you've confronted each other, not once, not twice, not three times, but four times. We don't see it a lot in combat sport. We don't see it a lot in boxing. You two are the big guys and you're going at it. You're saying yes to fights.
Yeah, mate, as a person, man, I don't mind Paul. He's not a bad guy, man. But we do have a very healthy rivalry in the ring.
Yep. And
we've got a real contrast of styles as well. He's the big kicker, I'm the big puncher.
Yep.
So we've had 4 fights and it's been 4 pretty exciting fights. So we're 2 each, so let's go again.
Now, the last one, Hammer being awesome with the punches round one, but the Sting was kicking back.
He was, and you know, he slowly made up ground, and it was a tough fight. And of course, now it sets up for the 5th and potentially final fight, or who knows, you know, what the result is. But of course, Sting has been invited into the Combat 8 as well, and you know, talking to him, he knows that the kicking is his, you know, that's where he's at. That's his strength. So he's not silly to want to trade with you with those small gloves. So I don't think that's going to eventuate. He wants to keep it in the kickboxing or the Muay Thai realm.
Yeah, mate. Paul's his low kicks. He's up there. It's him and Daniel Guido. They're the 2 best leg kickers in the world, mate. He moves. He's so agile for a big man. And obviously, he's the worst style matchup for me, and he's made me pay for it twice.
Do you get conditioned to receiving the Slowinski kicks? I mean, they are so big and they are so fast and powerful.
There's only so much you can do in training. Yeah. You know, no.
Let me ask you this, all right? Because obviously we've both been around a long time. Now, conditioning for the lead thigh, for the guys at home, is basically the only way you're going to condition your thighs is by getting them kicked and 100%. Kicked repeatedly. So is it a factor that at your gym or in Canberra, there's no guys big enough to kick you hard enough to worry you? Is that a factor?
Yeah, 100%. I have to go up to Sydney to train with the McKinnon brothers to get any sparring in Australia. You know, I think Paul's the only other guy I could possibly spar. You know, with the exception of Peter Graham, of course. But when I went to Holland, all the kids that have been doing it since, you know, they were 10 years old, you can kick them in the leg all day and it doesn't even bother them. Yeah. So getting that conditioning every day is very beneficial.
Your conditioning, your training, your knockout power. The knockout power, is it natural or is it something that you've worked on throughout?
No, I've had it since day one. I remember hitting a punching bag in my mate's shed. It was tied to the battens holding the roof up, and I'm bashing this thing and the batten fell off, broke the roof. His dad was thrilled, but at least I knew I had a big shot.
Why weren't you called Ben the Batten Breaker?
Mate, it's better than all the nicknames I got, so I'll take it.
Hammer's got some nicknames that we simply cannot repeat here.
Most of them given to by my exes. And,
God bless them.